Hello, and thank you for coming to watch Late Night Locker Room. My name is Adi Koza, and I'll be your host for this evening and every other Wednesday night, where we'll have 2 athletes, 3 games, and 1 amazing host, obviously. Today we have Jack Ferrie and Huon Fitzpatrick here to face off and find out who is truly the better athlete in a series of a very legitimate test of skills. Before we find out what our games are this evening, let's say hello to our contestants.
What's up, I'm Jack Ferrie.
What's up, guys? I'm Huon.
Amazing. I'll explain a little bit about today and how exactly this show works. I'll explain the game, we'll play for a set time, and whoever wins gets a point. There will be 3 games played, and at the end, the holy grail of bragging rights will be awarded to one of you. How does that sound?
Sounds great.
Awesome.
That's good because we are in too deep to change anything now. We'll be right back after this short break to play our very first game. Welcome back. For our first game, we're going to be playing a little game that will test every ounce of hand-eye coordination that you have. For 1 whole minute, you will be spinning these plates while balancing them on a stick. Whoever can sustain the longest spin while answering my questions wins.
All right.
You get a plate?
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
All right,
Ready.
3, 2, 1, go. Okay.
There's no way. Better ask those questions. This is
Yeah,
gonna fall on
Jack,
me.
I'm curious. Music is a huge part of your life outside volleyball, and you are frequently seen DJing parties and events.
Frequently.
If you were to DJ a pregame set, what are some songs that would be on it?
Pre-game? We do have a pre-game playlist called Prac List.
But if it were your choice?
If it were my choice, it would be like all house music and EDM with a lot of bass. Some like Clarity, maybe some Bad Bunny, some with a lot of bass to get me hyped.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. And Huon, you're from San Diego.
Yep.
How different is Boston culture from San Diego culture? And is there anything you miss from America's finest city?
I miss a lot from America's finest city, I'll say. I think the weather is definitely a big thing. I think the people are really nice in San Diego
5,
for the most part.
4,
So
3,
yeah, but I think
2,
Jack's got me on this game.
1. Wow,
I got
that
one.
was amazing. You guys both did great. 1 game down and 2 more to go. We'll be right back after this short break. Our last game could have been anyone's game, but Jack pulled ahead and won by 39 seconds. While those plates certainly got out of control, it's about to get even crazier in here with our next game. I've only seen this played when both players were a little bit tipsy, but not our Emerson athletes, I think. Our athletes will compete in a round of cup pong. For 2 minutes, they will be taking turns throwing the balls back across the table into the cups, and whoever gets the most ping pong balls in the cups within the time frame wins. Since Jack won last game, he will start.
Let's do it.
Okay, you both ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Go.
3, 2, 1, go. Okay, Jack. You are part of a very unique band called 3DM that released an EP on January 6th of this year called Now Is the Time.
Now is the time.
What is your favorite song of the 3 on that EP and why?
Probably Miles Away. I spent the longest making it, and I really like the bridge leading up to the last drop. Put a lot of work into that song and the rest of the album too. So, but overall, fun project.
Cool. And you drive a stick shift car. Was that something you always learned, or was that something you decided to learn later on?
Yeah, so my mom is from Australia, and in Australia, most of the cars that they drive are stick shift. So when I was learning how to drive a car, she's like, you have to learn, it's an important life skill. So the first car that I ever got is the car I still drive today, and it's a stick shift, and
I don't think that counts. I don't think that counts.
off the backboard, no. So that skill is something that I think has definitely helped me, and I think it is an important skill to have.
Okay, cool. And for both of you, being an Emerson athlete, it's just as much as being a student athlete as it is a regular athlete. Do you guys have any go-to study spot on campus?
Gotta be my room. I do have a single room, no roommates, but library's cool. Lion's Den's nice because the food's right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, what about you?
Yeah, so I don't live on campus anymore, but when I did, I studied in my room. I had roommates, but I just thought it was the easiest place to just do work. So I never really went to the library, but the library is a nice spot on campus as well.
Yeah, nice. And we're getting down to the wire here. You got one more chance to tie it up. And it's tied. So unfortunately, you guys are going to have to do a sudden death round.
Uh-oh.
Because
Clutch shot it.
Sudden death.
You know,
do we go
hit 'em
same
like
time?
this.
Same time?
I say you do same time.
All right, let's do
might-
same time.
All right, ready?
Ready?
3, 2, 1.
Low-key went in.
I think that counts.
Low-key went in.
I think that counts.
All right. I'll win too.
Wow, what a lovely way to showcase a watered-down frat game. That should have been the sport Timothy Chalamet spent months training for. Maybe then he would have won the
Dance
Oscar. Well, congrats to Jack for winning. We'll be right back with our last game for tonight's episode of Late Night Locker Room. Athletes obviously need to be athletic, and each individual sport has its own athletic demands, whether that be strength or speed. However, every sport requires its athletes to be able to read the field that they are playing on. For our final game, you are both attempting to read each other's minds. This next game is called Page of Lies. Behind me, well, in front of me, there are 12 different hidden images that you will take turns choosing at random. Once you've chosen an image, you will need to look at the image and describe what you are seeing to the other contestant. If that contestant can tell whether you are lying or not, they get the point. But if they can't, you will get the point. So with that, the winner of our last game will start by choosing their mystery image. So that was Jack.
All right.
You can turn around now. Now we'll show the camera.
The hell is that? All right.
Okay, you can put it down, and you can turn back around, and you may start describing it to him.
All right, so it's like you know when you go for a dap up and then someone like fist bumps instead?
Yeah.
It's like that, but there's faces on the hands. Swear.
Now, do you believe that he is telling the truth or not?
Cool. You hesitated, but I think you were just like figuring out how to describe it. So I think that's what's actually on there.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, let's go.
Okay, quick
It was.
question. Do
Yeah.
either of you have a go-to pregame snack or meal that you eat before every game? You can turn around while you answer this question,
Right.
and Huon, you can pick your next image and show the camera.
Probably a banana, maybe some water, like to stay hydrated. A little Gatorade. Powerade. I guess we're a Powerade school, so Powerade.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Huon, you can put the image back down once you're absolutely sure it's on this one. Yes. And you can turn back around and begin describing.
Let's hear it.
Okay, so basically it's a carton of eggs, but there's 3 faces on the eggs, and it's all bald guys. And one of them is John Travolta. And I think the other 2 are also famous, but I just don't know who they are. But one of them is John Travolta in a carton of eggs.
Only 3 of the eggs
Yeah, so the rest of the eggs are normal. And there's 3 faces, they're all bald dudes.
in a carton?
Yeah, in a carton of eggs.
Plastic or cardboard?
Cardboard.
Now, do you believe that he is telling the truth?
Like, yeah.
Was
Yeah,
he?
I am.
Yes. Let's go.
Okay, now you're both tied. Just curious, you can pick up your next image while you turn around. But Huon, I was curious, do you have a favorite professor or staff member that you've had at Emerson?
I mean, I'm sure all the sports comm people will appreciate this answer, but I'm going to go with Dr. Charles Steinberg. He's kind of the tippy top of the sports comm department. He's done a lot of good things in sports, and his classes aren't necessarily hard, but it's just a fun time. It's 4 hours of him just talking and telling stories about his career while also giving some advice, and he's a great connection to have. So I'd say he's definitely
can
my
turn
favorite
around now.
professor.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Really love that answer. All right, now you can begin describing.
Okay, so it's like a building, like a tall skyscraper, like some windows, and there's people in some of the windows, and then, I mean, that's pretty much it. The sky is like, I mean, it's black and white, but
I mean, based on the other images, that doesn't seem like that crazy, so I feel like you're making that up.
Yeah, you're right.
Was he?
No, you're right.
Yes. All right, now you can turn around
The buildings.
and you can do whatever.
Yeah, let's see.
Jack, do you have a favorite class that you've taken here so far?
Yeah, speech comm with Carrie Thompson. It was so fun. She's the best. Great class, would recommend. It's a prereq, so like you can't choose if you can take it or not. But she's the best, so that.
Stay turned around for one more
Staying.
second.
Staying.
Take that from you. And now you can turn back around, Jack, and you can begin the stretch.
Okay, so pretty much the scene is a gym. There's a big mirror in the gym like most gyms have, and it's a person doing like curls with a dumbbell facing the mirror, but the person is a little baby making a strained face, and it has like a full gray outfit on of like a cut-off sweatshirt and like sweat style shorts and like an NBA headband, and the baby is just really like concentrating on doing these curls with the dumbbell.
I'm gonna press the button. I think you're lying.
I'm not lying. That was the actual picture.
That was the correct
What are
image.
what are these photos? Like, to be honest, most outlandish things.
Dude, I know. So weird. But it's
First off.
great to see these athletes out of their natural habitats competing for the real prize, the love and the admiration of the Emerson community, or more likely the bragging rights and winning posts on our Instagram. After this last game, that honor will be going to Jack.
Hey, let's go.
Good job and congratulations.
Thanks.
Thank you for tuning in to our very first episode of Late Night Locker Room. We hope you enjoyed our show, and we'll tune in next time with a whole new set of games and athletes. Have a good night.